what's happening? I'll tell you what's happening. Jack and shit, and Jack left town. But hey, Ghoulish Dave's here. With these motherfuckers. Oh yeah. We're about to do a motherfucking battle. Which one does Ghoulish Dave think is heavier? The beginning or Melissa? Stay tuned. Alright. I'll tell you which ones I think are heavier. I think the beginning is heavier, by far. The song comparison. I mean, the songs are on the beginning are recorded. They're the BBC recordings for I don't know, like a radio station or something. No, let's see here. Yeah. Whoa, what tracks? Okay, Curse of the Pharaohs, Evil, Satan's Fall, and not Black Masses. What the fuck? This track's got this name Black Masses. No, my bad. Black Funeral. So Black Funeral is a demo version, but the other tracks, Satan's Fall, Curse of the Pharaohs, Evil, those were like recorded for like a radio station. So now what I'm trying to figure out here is, to me, sound-wise, the fuckers are a lot heavier than the Melissa album, you know. So the mix and everything. But what I don't get is, like, the guitars are crunchier. To me, they are. That's what I hear. Now, did they have, like, like, the years are similar, like, very close together that they recorded those tracks and the Melissa tracks. So, what I don't understand to me is, like, why are the tracks on Melissa weaker, I think, you know? The guitars aren't as crunchy. Well, they not use the same shit? Or could they not get tube screamers in Denmark? What the fuck, man? Anybody know? Well, what are your guys' thoughts and opinions? I'd like to know. Something I've always thought, you know, critiqued on my own ears. I always thought the beginning mix, you know, the tracks that were on Melissa were much heavier on in the beginning. So, but I have nothing bad to say about Melissa. This is a true classic piece of black metal history for me, or, you know, personally. You know, when I first heard Mercyful Fate, they represented me as a black metal band, and I didn't hear the Norwegian sound yet. That was not till much later. So, you know, to me, black metal is known for the earlier stuff. Mercyful Fate, you know, to be black metal in the early '80s, what it really was about was the aesthetics, the image. You know, a lot of that was the theatrics. That was the whole thing. You know, the satanic imagery. You know, Venom, you know, they started that too. There's a few other bands, you know, I want to say that could have been under that realm, you know. But if you look at King's Makeup, you know, every fucking black metal band has this style, you know. And this, to me, this goes back to, like, you know, King was just what we was doing. He was trying to do, like, you know, old pagan stuff, you know, old ritualistic, I'm thinking like the Germanic tribes and, how they would have probably dressed up during ceremonies or whatnot. And I think King really, that style, the Norwegians, they incorporated that. They clearly did. I mean, no one even mentions that, I feel like. They all just forget about it. They just made it like the Norwegians came up with it themselves. No, they didn't. I mean, fucking King did it first. Which, again, black metal. I mean, Norwegian stuff was black metal, but most people refer and hear the sound, and when they think of black metal music, they think of the Norwegian sound from the the early '90s, which is totally cool. I love the Norwegian sound. I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, Bathory really got it going, if you ask me. Of course, they're Swedish, but whatever. That you take the Bathory sound, you mix it up a bit. You add some King Diamond's image, pretty much the same thing just without the damn cape. He wore a bullet belt, he had leather, he didn't have all the spikes, but it's still, I mean, pretty much the same fucking thing. So whatever. But anyways, it's not really a rant, if you want to call it, maybe. But well, I don't care. But that's how I view and listen to this. When it was presented to me, like I said, it was one of the earlier years of my extreme metal, experience. So when they were presented to me, I thought it was like a heavier, darker Black Sabbath, because I heard them, this type of music, it was much early on, and Mercyful Fate was one of the first bands, right up there with the, Slayer and that and whatnot. So one of my earlier starts. So yeah, Melissa's definitely this album for sure is true piece of my heart, especially when I'm writing Cryptic Fog music. We were early years of Cryptic Fog, one of our longest songs at 15 minutes. Well, a lot of that was inspired by Satan's Fall, and Mercyful Fate's epic style writing. I've always admired that, and bands that, kind of had that way of writing as well. Slayer's Hell Awaits, they're heavily influenced by Mercyful Fate. That's why the songs on Hell Awaits are so, I want to say, dynamic and have intricate, in a lot of different parts, and the songs are even longer. One of my other good time favorite bands, I had an opportunity to play with this band when I was playing bass for a black metal band out of Chicago called Ezerate, for a short minute. Who the fuck hasn't played bass for that band out of Chicago if you're into the underground? So, yeah, I ended up playing a gig with Vital, and I had the honor to talk to Tony, and I had to ask an old timer. I was like, dude, Mercyful Fate black metal band. So a lot of these other assholes my age, millennials are fucking dickheads. When it comes to critiquing music, or at least at that time, it was very pig-headed sons of bitches, man. But talking to an actual person from back when, he said, no, man, Mercyful Fate totally fucking black metal band. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. So it was cool to kind of actually get an actual answer from somebody who's been around forever. So but anyways, yeah, the beginning I think is much heavier. I like the tracks on this better than Melissa. Still love this album. But what are your thoughts? Let me know if you guys give a fuck, or if you notice a difference. Maybe you think the Melissa is heavier. That could be possible too. This shit's subjective, It's all what you like and what you think, So, but until next time, stay tuned. Cheers.